Hi there, everyone. Welcome to episode 541 of the Mike from Maine Show, the place where we do daily interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. This is your host, Mike Thomas, and today on the show we have Paul Counts on, and we're going to be talking about a really creative business model that he has where he goes out and finds experts, finds people that are actually doing different methods of whether it's making money online or whether they have a skill even outside of the internet marketing niche. He then partners with them, creates a quality product, and then sells it online. Not only does he sell that product, but he also sells the resale rights with it so that other people can take that real product with all the testimonials, with all the proof, and then resell it for 100% of the profits. It's a really cool business model that benefits not just him, not just the product creator, but also the customers themselves. And I really think that you should consider taking a look at it. The product that we're going to be talking about deals with making money on eBay. And what's cool about it is that eBay product could be sold as a product by itself. We could have had him on the show just to talk about that, but what I'm interested in is the fact that you can take that and resell it. Let's get into it. Here's Paul. We are here today with Paul Counts. Paul, welcome to the show.
Hey, glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Paul, I'm really interested in digging into your journey a bit and into exactly how you're making money online. I know you do a lot of creative stuff, and you kind of think a little bit outside the box, and in a way that it makes you a lot of money in the process. Bring us into your journey a little bit and tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, so basically what I'm doing right now to generate income, I have a coaching club going with the real guys. It's with Eric Holman and Jeff Wellman. That's who we call ourselves. So a lot of people know us more for that name. So that's why I threw that out there. It's we're doing a coaching club, and we also are selling a lot of licensing offers. So we're creating super high quality training. Just recently, I'd done a set of 5 videos where basically I created them. We believe, personally, in 100% creating the products that we sell the rights to. I want to have control in that. A lot of people do it differently. They may outsource it. For me, I feel like it's important that I have my hand in the creation of the product because I can control how quality it is. And so right now I'm selling a lot of, licensing offers, really focusing on the list building aspect. The money truly is in the list. I have email lists in many different niche markets as well. Everything from model trains to, tonsil stones, you name it. So I'm all over in various niche markets as well, making money also. So it's, it's kind of interesting because we're doing a lot of unique things. As you said, I do like to think outside the box. I'm not very traditional in a sense, Internet marketing is obviously a huge niche, and that's where I focus a lot of attention on. And but a big thing for us is really that coaching club, the residual income with that I have going with my business partners, and then also just focusing on just creating high value products, that I can bring to the market.
Now you do this outside the box thing where you're creating these products and you're in a ton of niches. Give us an idea of some of the results that you've had.
Yeah, so one of the things we did on a product, and this is one that I actually didn't 100% create, but then at the end of the day, we had our hand in it. We took I actually purchased a product on Flippa. It was actually a product that was being sold on Flippa. Or it was not a product, it was the actual business, I should say. It had the entire business, a completely done. The product was completely done. It was finished, and went on Flippa, purchased it. It was an entire ebook on getting fit and building muscle, and it included an email list with it as well of about 4,500 people. Believe it or not, I spent $4,500 on it, and we went ahead and turned that into a $120,000+ launch on ClickBank.
Wow.
And that was all with a product that was, not anything that we created. So it was basically taking a $4,000 investment, turning it into a very lucrative launch. So I'm always thinking outside the box. And with that one, we did a licensing launch. And so we were able to take, current products that we already had access to in the fitness space, because there's a lot of good fitness PLR and products that you can pass rights on to. I'm all about finding excuse me, the best licensing offers out there. And so, that's what we did with that one. So we basically got a product, an entire website that was already done. It's called Built Fit. And we went ahead and just did a launch on it. So myself and my two other business partners, Eric and Jeff. And so we went ahead and did that. And so that was one of more of the outside the box things, I guess, going out on Flippa, finding a product that's already done. Did a similar thing with the I Am Guru launch, where I created the 5 front end products, but I had actually purchased someone's internet marketing business on the back end through Flippa, and was able to sell that as our one-time offer. So always looking at ways, creative angles. We had talked about earlier, where one of the things we're doing is, I partner with people, and that's kind of like the product we're going to be talking about. So I basically, team up with people that have experiences that I don't have. And much like eBay, eBay's not, I've made money on eBay in the past, but it's not what I'm doing right now. And so I sought out somebody that, or actually just happened across somebody at church that is very successful at eBay and has had a good track record for 15 years on eBay. So, excuse me. So, that's kind of, what I do is find people with experiences that I don't have and team up with them to make money.
I think especially in the information marketing niche, it can be difficult to keep coming out with product after product. You might have some experience doing something, and you have the best products that I've seen are ones that are based on real results that people are having, and it's hard to go out there for you, for example, to go out there and to become an eBay power seller and to have all of this income proof and results. You would have to create a whole nother business where, in fact, instead of doing that, you just go out and you find someone that's already doing it, that's already having all that success, and you leverage their success. How are you able to do that in a way that makes it beneficial for both you and the person that is the owner of that information, so that both parties feel like they're getting a good deal out of it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, one thing I do is I just do a straight 50-50 split, when we do stuff like this. And it's, we just approach them and basically, they're bringing the content and I'm bringing the excuse me, the marketing aspect, the setting up the sales page. And so it's a win-win. It gives them an avenue to get their content out there when they normally, wouldn't be able to get it out there. They wouldn't have an outlet for that material. And so that's generally, I just split it. Or if there's 3 parties involved, we'll just do 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. And so just keep it simple that way. And, if you can position it in a way where, it's a win-win, because they're getting their content out there. They're able to teach on what they're an expert on. And then I actually get a high value product because it's taught by an expert, instead of, necessarily just being, not that outsourcing is terrible, but sometimes when you outsource, you're not outsourcing to an eBay expert. You're outsourcing to somebody that researches about eBay. And I feel it's a better value if I can go to somebody that's selling on eBay, that has a track record, that is a power seller, that can actually teach it, because I feel people are going to learn more that way. And you hit it right on the head. I mean, I can't be an expert at everything. There's not enough time in the day. I can't be an eBay expert, a baseball expert, a fitness expert. We can't be an expert on every niche market, but we can be an expert on making money, building an email list, search engine optimization, whatever the case might be. But you can partner with people that have those experiences.
And when it comes to creating that sales page in the end, when you've got, when it's not a product that's based on theory, when you have that real proof that you can put on that sales page, it makes it much more attractive, makes it much easier to sell.
Yes.
And the value that you're able to provide in the end is going to be much higher than someone that you've outsourced to that is talking about, oh, this is how maybe you make money on eBay. I've never done it before, but this is what I would do if I was going to do it. So definitely love that aspect of it there. The product that we're doing. Actually, I wanted to ask you one more thing. The internet marketing niche, like, you already have your list in the internet marketing niche. So for you to go out there and take a product, let's say the one we're going to talk about today about eBay, and to market to that list, it's related to that niche, so it makes sense. You can email that niche. You know a lot of people in the internet marketing niche. You've got the connections already. What about if you you mentioned some other niches, model trains or whatever. If you were going to approach someone that is an expert model train creator or does amazing patterns with yarn or whatever it is, some kind of niche that you don't have any leverage in, any connections with, how were you able to do that?
Yeah, so one of the ways to jump into those niches is, basically it's everything applies that you learn with internet marketing. Like if you can set up a resale rights product, or if you can set up a PLR offer and rebrand it, you can set it up in another niche market. The JV recruitment is very similar. You are starting from scratch, so you may not be able to roll out this huge launch right at the intro, but you can, gradually string together enough JVs to have some decent success. And that's something I'm really going towards more in 2015, is jumping into some other niche markets, actually with Charlton, who's a part of this eBay product. He's actually got some amazing connections that we're able to leverage, and going to be doing a lot more together in other niche markets. And so basically it's just a matter of going out there, recruiting joint ventures. I love using, Facebook Messenger, Skype. I use that often in order to connect with people, find out how I can add value to them. In fact, actually, in April, I'll be speaking at a ClickBank event with Eric Coleman, my business partner, on the topic of JV recruitment. And we do a lot with ClickBank, and ClickBank actually has so many tools, especially for other niche markets. Internet marketing is one of their smaller categories. And so they are way big in other niche markets, even the sports category to, the weight loss, the health niche. And I always encourage people is to not narrow your focus so much just to internet marketing. Now, internet marketing is great because it's huge. It's extremely lucrative, and we'll be talking about a licensing offer we have in the internet marketing space. But there are so many other niche markets, and people even on your list, maybe people watching this right now in this interview, they may have skill sets that they could actually monetize, and they may have not thought of it, that everybody has a skill set, or they may know somebody that has a skill set that they could bring to the table. And so those are things that I always encourage people to do.
Love it.
It could be everything from, maybe you found a cure for acne that was a natural cure. I mean, I struggled with that as a kid a lot, even everyone.
Most of us did, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, I was on everything from the expensive pills, and I mean, it was crazy, the amount of money. So if you have a natural cure that helps people with that, there's several ClickBank products on that. I mean, there's definitely a market for that kind of stuff. There is a market for the natural cure market on ClickBank is enormous. And so if you know how to, stop back pain, or you've been able to avoid back pain because of certain stretches you do or yoga poses that you do, you could package that up and sell that. Or if you know somebody that knows that stuff. So the sky is literally the limit once you start thinking outside the box and not thinking so much about just the internet marketing space.
And the product that we're going to be talking about today, it's interesting. I'm sure once you have this mentality, you're always on the lookout for experts and people that you can partner with. And the way that you explain it, that I like about it, is not like you're going to go out there and rip them off and steal their information. You are partnering with them, so it's a mutually beneficial relationship, so that both people are winning. I think that's so important in any kind of relationship in life, whether it's personal or business. You've got it so that everyone's going to be happy with the end result here. The one that we're talking about, the one we're going to talk about today is part-time auction income system here. Tell us a little bit about what this is and how people can benefit from this.
Yeah, so this product it's a 17 video course. And it's basically everything that Charlton does to run his eBay business. Probably one of the biggest things that we focused on with this product, because I feel it's important. I know when I was trying to do eBay back in the day, a big thing to me was sourcing products. Where do you go to source products? Where do you go to find products from overseas, manufacturers, that kind of stuff, without having to deal with complicated things. In my opinion, I thought you had to have like almost an international business degree to get all these products from overseas. And to me, I thought it was a super complicated process. That was always what I had in mind. And so I never went there when I had an eBay business until I got talking to Charlton and realized there are ways that you can connect. As long as you just have a Visa or MasterCard, you can have products shipped for free from overseas. And so we'll be, touching on that. Now, I know a lot of your audience, maybe overseas, as is mine, and so it depends on where you're located at. There's going to be sources that you can tap into. So we focused a lot on product sourcing because that's essential for this business model. Without proper product sourcing, you're pretty much, up a creek. It's not going to be a very successful eBay venture when you run out of stuff to sell. And so we help people. Just Charlton gives some very good tips on product sourcing. And then again, he goes over his simple listing template. I was blown away when I watched him over the shoulder, one of the videos. It's just a 19-minute video where he explains exactly how he lists a product from start to finish. And here, I was way overcomplicating things when I was trying to do eBay, when I realized how simple his listing template was. It blew my mind, and so I think people are going to really enjoy that part of things. And he has a lot of knowledge on what it takes to be a power seller and how to maintain the power seller status. And really, our goal with this product help people generate that extra $200 to $500 a month through eBay, but then they could also scale it to a full-time income if they choose. And the goal behind it is there's so many people that we understand if they just have that extra $200 to $500 a month, they're not going to have to take a second. They're not going to have to be away from their family. They could run this from their own home and be in control of their second income. And eBay is a global platform. People all across the world can use it. It's a great platform to tap into. And the licensing part, that came into play, what kind of makes this offer unique is, we decided to offer licensing. It's kind of my thing. My list expects that of me, of producing high quality licensing offers. And I mentioned that to Charlton, and he was okay with it. He thought that was a good idea. And we're also going to be this product, long term, through a ClickBank account as well, because there is so much to go around. There are, I believe it was over 3,000 books on Amazon on just the topic of eBay, which is just outrageous. There are over almost 4 million videos on YouTube of huge demand on eBay. And people are looking for this stuff. There's, hundreds of thousands of keyword searches every day related to eBay business and business model, and just how to make extra money or make money from home, or that extra income. As you know, it's a huge space. Sure. We're all in that. And so the demand is never going to go away for a product like this. And to me, one of the biggest indicators was when I hopped on Udemy, and I was blown away that there were people paying $99, $97, $59 for training on eBay, on just like training that Charlton provided. And we actually went through, I actually looked through some of those courses, and I was like going, wow, I mean, I can't believe people spent $99 on it. It was still, good stuff, but it was the same stuff we're teaching for a fraction of that price. And it told me right there that there is a huge demand for it, especially when people are willing to pay, upwards of $100 just to learn about eBay. I know back in the day I spent, I don't know if you remember the late Corey Rudel with his, I'm not sure how long if you've been in the space. He was back in this in 2001 through 2003, and
no, I
spent it was about $500 on a physical info product on eBay through there. It's called the Internet Marketing Institute. It was back in the day when internet marketing was starting, and it was really just kind of kicking off. And I've been at this since I was in high school, so I've been making money online for a very long time, and have been at this space. And so anyway, I remember investing, back when I was younger, or in my early 20s, I was spending, almost $400 on an eBay training and dropping that on there. So it's it's a market where people are always, and here we come 10 years later, it's still a huge demand. And interestingly enough, there is, besides on Udemy, there's fewer and fewer places that are actually selling eBay training. And I actually saw a void in the marketplace. When one thing we were doing, I actually started Googling eBay resale rights, eBay PLR, and believe it or not, there was very few of those out there, especially more recent ones. And so this is probably the most up-to-date eBay training right now that we have, because we just finished it just recently. So it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, and the product by itself, like, this is something that could have just come out as a product on how to make eBay, or how to make money on eBay, because the guy that's doing it is actually making money on eBay. He has the experience. The fact that you guys are selling the rights to this, I think people will be wondering, if it's such a great course, why is Paul gonna give that course away, essentially, for the people that buy it are going to be able to then go ahead and resell it, and it's going to make it harder for you to sell it because other people are going to be competing with you with the same course. Why would you do that?
So a couple reasons. For one, the niche is absolutely enormous. The internet marketing niche is huge. For us as well, we realize the value in selling licensing as well, along with selling the training. So we realize there's people that want the licensing to a product, and they want to sell them to their list, or they want to post it on their blog or sell it in their way. So we understand that there's people that just like that aspect. And then there's also people that just want to learn from it. And I'll give you a really good case in point. And this has got several year track record now. The real guys and I in ClickBank, we launched a product called No Cost Income Stream. And we sold the licensing rights to it. And the demand was so huge. It's our evergreen offer with rights on ClickBank, and we have a pile of resellers. We sold thousands of copies of that, and we had a pile of resellers, but we're still selling a ton of that product in the ClickBank marketplace. In fact, we just did a No Cost Income Stream 2.0, and the reason we did that was because the demand was huge, and even after selling the licensing rights, there's still plenty to go around because this niche is huge. I mean, you're in it. We're realizing that we're just now meeting, and we've both been at this for quite some time, and it's that's the market. It's enormous, and so there's a ton of potential value. And the thing is, just because somebody buys it, we're going to get a lot of people that buy this just because they're curious about making money on eBay. And so not everybody that buys it wants to necessarily do the licensing play as well. And so there's plenty to go around, whether you're just to learn about eBay or whether you want to invest in it, in the licensing deal.
And I think the unfortunate story with a lot of these products is people will buy them, and then they won't go out and they won't actually take action and sell them. So my question for you is, for the person that wants to take action with this and wants to get real results, what's the fastest way that someone could purchase this course and then start making money from reselling it?
So one of the fastest ways, and this is going to sound cliche and funny, but it is literally just get it up there on the internet. And that's why, it sounds funny, and I made this mistake when I was first starting out. I started making money online back in 2001, and everybody was telling me, you got to build an email list, you got to do this, you got to do that. And it wasn't until almost 6 years later, back in 2007, that I first opened my Aweber account. So it took me 6 years before I finally listened to people and built my email list. And I could have had a 6-year head start. I could have been building my list back when internet marketing was extremely easy, when there were less and less people, and back in the early days. And once I started just getting my squeeze page out, not worrying about if it was perfect, or when I invest in resale rights offers, posting them on the internet, because nobody can buy them unless there's a buy now button out there on the internet. If it's sitting on your hard drive, it's not going to go anywhere. And so what we did to help people with this product, we actually have a Q&A webinar for everybody that invests in this, and that's something I do with all my products. So it's a Q&A webinar. We get on a GoToWebinar, and we just talk about we talk about the product. We answer any questions that you have. It's not meant to upsell you on anything. It's a straight Q&A webinar for the product. And so we're going to talk about the product. We'll talk about why what's maybe areas that we could use to help you get it live on the internet. It's basically your open forum to ask any questions. And then on top of that, I've included my resale rights training, which is how to set up a product with resale rights, how to get it live and on the internet. And so we're giving them the tools they need to get it up there. And then we have the support with the Q&A webinar to help them if they get stuck.
Okay, so if people pick up the item that's on the sales page, they're going to get the full eBay course, how to make money on eBay, just like they were just buying the course without the resale rights. They're going to get access to the webinar. They're going to get access to the resale rights training. Is there anything else that they get access to there? Anything I'm missing?
Yes, yeah, they're actually going to get access to it's 57 ways to get free traffic, which is some killer traffic methods. So they're going to get access to that training as well. Excuse me. And then they're going to get access to a couple other resale rights opportunities, resale rights to another video course on how to quickly set up profitable AdSense sites that was recorded earlier in 2014. So it's a newer course, and it's more of a technical type training, but it's going to show people start to finish how to set up an AdSense site. So in case people want to have multiple streams of income, which I firmly believe in, then they could do that as well. So they could also have AdSense sites making money, and then they could sell that with resale rights. And so we have, pretty high value, a very high value package, loaded with several different bonuses that they're going to find, a few surprises, and it's all meant to help them. So, and then we also teach squeeze page mastery training, because to me, list building and lead generation is so important if you're going to be selling this. And so you get everything from, mastering the setup of a squeeze page, you can build your list, to getting traffic, to how to set up that resale rights offer, and the Q&A webinar. So not only are we giving you a great product that you can learn from, we're also giving you the resale rights behind it.
That's what excites me. Yeah, that's what excites me the most about this. It's the eBay stuff. I'm sure there are going to be people that are watching right now they're like, no, I don't care about the resale rights. I just want to learn how to make money on eBay. But then I love the fact that there's that dual positioning of this product. It's fantastic there. Cool.
Definitely.
After people purchase, what kind of one-time offers should they expect?
Launches, one not rare to make the front end product work. I don't believe in that, but it's meant to enhance it. So if they just want the front end deal, it's like I tell everybody, if you go to get gas in your car, you're going to get up on a car wash, you're going to get on something else. You're upsold on other things. If you go wherever you go, you're upsold. If you go to Barnes and Noble, you're upsold. It's just the nature of the business. And I want to encourage people that as you go through internet marketing funnels, once you start selling products, we encourage people to offer upsells, because that's where there's a lot of income to be made there, because people are in the mode of purchasing. And so that's, I know we're here to talk about this product, but also to give value. And so I want to offer that bit of advice to people that's something I want you to learn from, and not get angry about it because you see it, but learn from it because you can use it in your own business, because it does have a lot of value. Because I've discovered that once people invest in this, they want more rights. They want more licensing. And so we actually are offering an upgrade license to private label rights to this course. And so that's actually an upgrade available. So on the front end, they're getting resale rights. So they can sell it, keep 100% of the profits, obviously no royalties, and that's an immense value. On the one-time offer, they actually could get private label rights, and then they can get translation rights to the course. So they could transcribe everything Charlton's saying and translate that course and sell it, which is a huge opportunity for people. Sell it into French, sell it into German, eBay worldwide, as we know. And so they can also private label the course, which means name it as their own. We include a couple mini site designs that they can use, so that it can help them with rebranding it a lot easier. And then on top of that, there's a pile of additional PLR available to really add a ton of value to the offer. And so it's going to be a super we spent a lot of time making sure that the back end was in place so people could really, get the licensing that they want. And we have a couple of unrestricted PLR, which means people could actually take what we offer in the one-time offer, and they could do their own niche product launch if they wanted to, much like I'm doing. And they could actually take the ebooks, turn them into PowerPoint videos, and I actually talk about how to do that in that sales video very briefly. And they could actually turn around and set that up as their own mini product launch. And so it is a very good opportunity for people. Again, it's not essential though, because the eBay training, it's not like we added in an extra secret part to the eBay training, on the one-time offer that you're missing on the front end. You're getting everything that you need on the front end. But if you choose to upgrade, it's definitely going to enhance your experience.
So the upgrade is for people that want to really just go all in and go in, and they can alter the product. They can make it, put their name on it. They can go in and redo everything and just make it really their own product and have the right to do that.
Exactly. Yeah, it gives them more rights. to do, with it as they want. And it also includes like the full, like on the front end, they're getting HD quality MP4 videos. On the back end, they're getting the full screen resolution WMV videos as well, so that they could really, if there's somebody that does want to rebrand it or put in their own watermark or add it, we're giving you the full screen resolution size that I use to record the videos on.
Nice, cool.
Yeah.
So there's the front end product we talked about. There's one OTO or two OTOs. How many OTOs were there?
Just one OTO. Yep, just cool. One OTO, and then right on into the download page.
Awesome, Paul. Well, Again, thank you so much for coming on the show today. I've really enjoyed learning about how you are running your business and creating quality PLR products, which is sometimes that doesn't really kind of go. A lot of people there, when they think of PLR, they think of low quality, but you're definitely taking that and destroying the stereotypes and putting out great stuff. So again, thank you for coming on. Is there anything else that we didn't talk about, that we didn't mention? Any final pieces of advice for our audience before we wrap it up?
I'm trying to think right now. I mean, probably the most important thing is I would encourage people to be building that email list.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you're doing online, the money is in the list. Mike Bride talks. I'm sure you talk about it. Everybody talks about it. You need to just do it. It sounds cliche, but you need to just start doing it and listening to people. We talk about it all the time in our coaching calls, and it's so essential is just building those leads up and getting an audience. Without an audience, it's going to be, up and down income. And so you need to get that consistent audience out there.
Awesome. Again, thanks for coming on and best of luck with your launch.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I hope you enjoyed the interview today with Paul. If you are interested in picking up part-time auction income system, whether you're interested in learning how to make money on eBay from a proven seller, or you're interested in taking this product and then reselling it for 100% of the profits, come back tomorrow at noon Eastern on Wednesday, January 7th, and you're going to be able to grab it at a discounted launch price along with my special bonuses. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.